Welcome to the Chris Willis University of North Alabama Football Review. Here are your hosts, Jeff Hodges and UNA head football coach Chris Willis.
Hello and welcome to week 3 of the Chris Willis UNA Football Review. I'm Jeff Hodges along with UNA head football coach Chris Willis. Coach Willis, last weekend the Lions faced one of the biggest challenges in the history of our football program. We went on the road to face defending national champion and number 1 ranked North Dakota State in front of a hostile crowd of over 18,000 in an indoor facility that was very loud. But I think your team met the challenge well, and even though we came out on the short end of a 38-7 score, you certainly let them know that we were there.
Yeah, I thought we handled the crowd and the atmosphere. We went over the day before, had a walkthrough, kind of like the movie in the Hoosiers. I think when you go over and you measure the goal and you see the arena, we saw that it was still a 100-yard football field and everything was painted the same. At the end of the day, I thought we handled all that great. I thought we competed well. We made too many mistakes right out of the gate, though, and you can't do that against a really good football team. But I'm proud of our guys. We never quit. We played hard.
You went out on their first offensive possession, and of course they're an offensive juggernaut from what they did in the first game of the season, and really got a stop, got the ball back, but the first miscue really kind of turned the game on a high snap and gave them the ball to our 2-yard line.
It did. It happened on the end, too, where their student body was at and where most of the noise was coming from, and we snapped it too high. Joe couldn't get the handle on it. We were fortunate enough to at least stop it, I think, right inside the 5, and I think 2 plays later they punched it in, and that kind of got it going. That was a tempo setter. And you just cannot do those things against anybody, but especially against the number 1 team in the country. They
ended with just 172 passing yards, and 102 of those were on 2 plays. One of those later in the first half that set up their second score. Again, where a guy was able to get behind our defense and set up their second touchdown. But later in the half, you were able to hold them to a field goal on a goal line stand down there and really went in just down 17-0 at the half. Yeah,
the Jamal Jackson was at corner trying to make a play. The quarterback was about to deliver the pass. And then he pulled off of that and a receiver got in behind him. Jamal's just trying to make a play. D-line on that situation has got to keep coming. We got to have added pressure. He had too much time to throw the ball. And then there was a second opportunity as well where this safety just came out of coverage. Quarterback was on a scramble. They were able to come up with another big pass play, which set them down there, and that's where we held them out and for a field goal. Ended up coming away 17-0.
You really had to be impressed with the play of your defensive line. You went in, Jalen Daly wasn't able to go. You switched Marcus Robinson over there. He played a great game for you, but really just have the short numbers that you have and face a line like they had, they did a great job.
Yeah, they did. We did a lot of movement up front. We handled their offensive line pretty well. Now, that's the difference. Their O-line and D-line were both towering, 6'5" guys, 300 pounds. But I thought our D-line did well. We got a lot of team speed. Defense were really fast, and we created some problems for them offensively.
They definitely created some problems with us with their defensive line. Our quarterback was under pressure all day, but you saw 2 guys, Damon Cox and Terrence Humphrey, really step up and run the ball well for you.
They did. They did a good job, and they've done a good job all year, Terrence and Damon. They both pass protected well. But at the end of the day, their D-line was too much for us. They were really good up front. They blitzed more than any team that we've seen all year. And we just had our troubles up front there, and that put us in 3rd and long situations and made it a difficult day for us.
And after him not being able to be at the first 2 games this season, Chris Weaver came in, got some action at quarterback, actually threw his first touchdown pass, and he played well.
He did. He came in off the bench. He's been gone for like 2 weeks, having a baby. His wife has, and so just to get him back in the rhythm. And Ponchi was still kind of ailing a little bit with his knee, and I thought Chris gave us a spark we needed there, and maybe should have looked at going to him a little earlier, but we'll be ready to go this week with both of them.
We'll take a quick break and have more Lion football after this.
There's a rhythm that flows here, from the way we live to the way we do business. It flows from the banks of the Tennessee River and echoes in the breeze, the downtown street corners, and the stereos that play pure Muscle Shoals gold. Since 1936, TVA Community Credit Union has been in tune with the very heart of North Alabama, watching families grow and dreams come true. North Alabama and TVA Community Credit Union, in perfect harmony.
When you support Little Steve's Convenience Store, you're supporting a small American family-owned business. They, in turn, support our high schools, our community, and the University of North Alabama. When you buy snacks, drinks, and other items from Little Steve's, you're saying we believe in America. Little Steve's, 1320 North Pine Street, Florence. Little Steve's, where UNA shops.
Alabama's got the best in luxury hotels and golf, and the numbers to prove it. Number 1 out of all 333 Marriotts for golf, the Marriott Shoals Hotel and the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail at the Shoals. Number 2 out of all Marriotts for spa, Marriott Shoals Hotel and Spa. Luxurious rooms with a view of the Tennessee River, plus 2 world-class golf courses ranked in the top 10 nationally. Call 1-800-949-4444 today to book your reservations at the Shoals.
They say fortune favors the bold. But when your family legacy is built on persistence, fortune has nothing to do with it. Budweiser and Jim Beam introduce the Budweiser Reserve Copper Lager. A rich lager, aged on Jim Beam bourbon barrel staves. With a toasted oak aroma and slightly nutty taste. Hints of vanilla and caramel rye are followed by a deliciously smooth finish.
It's been a long time coming.
Welcome back to the Chris Willis Show. Coach Willis, just briefly, we want to talk a little bit about the experience of the trip up there and the atmosphere and really just the great welcoming we received from their administration and even from a lot of their fans. Showed hospitality to our fans who were able to go with us, and it was a good weekend.
It was. Josh Penny handles our travel, and we flew out of charter once again out of Muscle Shoals. I thought the travel went great. I thought once we got there, it was a 2-hour flight. Everything, the hotel, the bus over to the stadium, the bus drivers, the people at Fargo were really kind to us. In the media center, they were really kind to me. And my wife went and our kids, and they sat out at the tailgating, and the people were just open arms. And, it's just a great atmosphere. A lot of people, if you've never been up there, I think it's something you need to put on the bucket list to experience. It was a neat setup. But at the end of the day, I'm just proud of everybody who went on the trip. I thought we stayed focused. Everybody was bought in, and the kids fought hard. And for everybody from managers, trainers, from the whole works behind the scenes, it was a good trip.
We'll talk a little bit about the end of the game there. You were able to go down and get a score, and I was kind of looking through my notes. We hadn't been shut out since 2010, and of course you never want to get shut out. But just getting that score at the end gave us a little momentum, a little excitement there at the end.
It did. Offense had a frustrating day. They got pretty much shut down all day, and Weaver stepped up, threw one up. I don't know how he didn't get sacked on the play, but he just kind of heaved it up there. And, of course, Dexter Boykin, great receiver he is, and his length, was able to go up high and get it. And, that's great to know. I didn't know those stats on the shutout, so it makes me feel a lot better we got that touchdown.
And we'll talk a little bit about turnovers. The Lions haven't been able to get many this year. We were able to get one this past weekend. It was a big play for us, but only 3 through the first 3 games of the year, and that's very unusual for your UNA defense.
Yeah, that's something that, a lot of coaches don't believe that defense can create turnovers, that offense gives them to them, and some coaches believe that. I'm the opposite. I do believe you can create turnovers. That's something we pride ourselves off of, and we've always been the top in the country at that. That's something we've got to get better at, is creating turnovers.
We're going to take a look at these first half highlights brought to you by First Metro Bank.
North Alabama takes the field now in solid white uniforms. The approach, the kick. It's a kick that rises. Jackson will call for the fair catch at the 1-yard line. So North Alabama will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25. On the right side of the field, ball on the left hash. Slow snap to the quarterback Lopez. Hands off to Cox. Lane up the left hash. Takes it up the 30. I formation on 2nd and 10. Stick turns, hands off to the running back. Anderson bounces off the guard right, cuts it back left. Pickup of 2, maybe 3 yards to bring up a 3rd down. Brings Anderson in motion to the right. The running back lined up as a wide receiver. Stick throws left. The pass is caught. Hit hard. He drops it. A.J. Bracey lays the hard hit on Darius Shepard. He drops the 3rd down conversion. Darius Shepard back to return. He stands at the 39 on the other side of the field. A high snap to Gurley. He can't find it. North Dakota State recovers it on the 3-yard line. Tight end goes in motion left. They're going to run it right up the middle with Anderson. He leaps the pile. Did he get in? North Alabama had good penetration. He did. A 1-yard touchdown jump from Bruce Anderson. And North Dakota State, with 9:33 on the board in the first, gets on the scoreboard. He's 5 PATs away from the record for most points after scores in North Dakota State history. Connects on the extra point, and North Dakota State leads it 7-0. Kane goes in motion left to right. The handoff goes to Dunn on the snap. He runs up the middle, cuts it back right. The ball comes out. North Alabama signaling they have the football. What will they say? It's North Alabama football. The Lions force the turnover.
Oh, the ball came out of there late. The running back was trying to get an extra yard. That was Dunn that fumbled the football.
Lopez claps his hands twice. Good snap. First down play. Play action fake. Throws right. Ball deflected. DeVaris Knowles catches it off of the deflection. He crosses the 45-yard line up to the 46-yard line. DeVaris Knowles moves the ball forward for North Alabama. Isolated back, that's done. That's the change of pace back. Brooks cuts it back right at the 30. Big gain across the midfield, spins at the 40. Finally brought down from behind. Pace back, Ty Brooks is again in the ball game. Stick under pressure, throws underneath. Brooks wrapped up as he makes the grab. Brooks to the right. Anderson will take the handoff, running right on the snap. And there's Broderick Smith. Martin waiting on him. Takes him down. It's 3rd and long. A loss of 3. Brings up 3rd down. 2 wide receivers right. A single set left. Stick to throw. Looks left. Scans back right. Middle of the field. Chris Johnson jumps the pass. Breaks it up. Almost intercepts it. A 3rd down stop for the North Alabama defense. Ball on the right hash for North Alabama, 1st and 10. Here's the play. Lopez hands off to Cox, jukes right, comes up the right hash, crosses to the 20. Cox stands to the right of Lopez as Lopez claps his hands once, now twice, gets the snap on 1st down. Play action fake, throws right. Hall comes back, makes a one-handed grab in front of the North Dakota State sideline at the 40-yard line. Lopez brings Little in motion left to right, tosses it forward. Little stretches it out wide at the 40, has a lane at the 45. Upended as he crosses the 45. 2nd and 10 for the Lions from the 47-yard line. Lopez delayed, handoff to Cox, jukes right, breaks a tackle out wide at the 50, heads towards the North Alabama sideline, breaks another tackle at the 40, up the far sideline. Boykin and Little split out left, Hall to the right, Lopez to throw on 2nd and long. Now he rolls out left, throws on the run. Little's open, makes the grab shy of the 30 in front of defenders, pushed out of bounds into the North Dakota State sideline. North Alabama counters with 4 down linemen. Stick to throw on 3rd and short, wants to go left, hesitates wide open down the field as Dallas Freeman makes the grab at the 50, at the 40. He'll be tracked down at the 30, keeps going to the 35-20 into North Alabama territory. Easton Stick breaks the huddle on the left hash. I formation, play action fake on 1st and 10, throws right underneath, catch is made at the 7-yard line, breaks a tackle as Darius Shepard dives into the end zone. Touchdown North Dakota State. Poor tackling for North Alabama, and the Bison get on the board. Peterson's extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is right down the middle. 14-0 our score. The defending champs in North Dakota State lead North Alabama 14-0. Stick brings another man in motion. That's Shepard left to right. Turns, hands off to Shepard on the end around, and Robinson wraps him up for the tackle for a loss, brings up 3rd down. Joe Gurley out to punt, gets off a good punt under heavy pressure, backs the return man back to the 30. That's Shepard, dances around as he cuts it up at the 40. Hit hard, ball comes out. North Alabama jumps on top of it. North Alabama forces the fumble. DeAndre Hart. They're fighting in the scrum for it. It looked like North Alabama had it.
I thought UNA fell on that football, and the Bison, somehow Benjamin Ray, the Bison, come out of the bottom of that football. Oh, my goodness.
Stick looks left on the snap, under pressure. Bruton crawls, can't get the sack, tries to stay with him. Stick rolls left, throws down the field. Wide open is Freeman at the 20. He's at the 10. Jamal Jackson catches up to him, body slams him down at the 5. How was he that open? Jumbo package as the run goes to Dunn. Up the middle, gets a push from behind. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And goes in motion left. The back is Robinson, runs right up the middle. Wrapped up from behind. I don't think he got there, Brian. He lost a yard. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. And it too is good. 53 seconds remaining in the first half. North Alabama trails North Dakota State 17-0.
Finish more projects with less. Lose the hose, the compressor, and gas cartridges. You don't need them. Experience total fastening freedom, brought to you by the Pro Preferred brand of nailers with Hitachi's line of 18-volt lithium-ion cordless nailers. They're powered by Hitachi's new compact 3-amp-hour battery that delivers all the power you need with half the weight you'd expect. And the compact 3-amp-hour batteries are compatible with all Hitachi 18-volt slide-type lithium-ion power tools for even more flexibility. Tool-free features like depth of drive, sequential or bump fire modes, and an integrated belt hook make these Hitachi cordless finish nailers convenient to use. Hitachi's 18-volt lithium-ion cordless nailers shoot more nails per charge, deliver quick response time in between drives, and consistently set nails flush, even at an angle. They're backed by Hitachi's lifetime lithium-ion tool warranty for ultimate peace of mind.
Time, a precious commodity. It marches on, ready or not. And no matter how hard we try, we can't get it back. It's important to invest your time in your most precious asset, to make time for life's big decisions. At TVA Community Credit Union, our electronic services help you spend most of your time doing things that matter most. TVA Community Credit Union, high quality for what matters most.
TNT Fireworks is a proud sponsor of UNA Lions football and the Coach Chris Willis Show, and wishes them luck in their Division I transition. TNT Fireworks has fundraising opportunities available for your nonprofit organization or group, earning high profits in a short period of time selling TNT quality products. Call us today or visit us on the web at tntfireworks.com. And remember, if it's not TNT, it's not fireworks. Roar Lions.
Hey friends, I'm Gene Solings. Are you looking for a place to watch the next big game? 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports is your spot. 306 has 30 HD TVs where the big game is always on. And Back Alley is a sports bar where the food matters. 306 Barbecue features fresh, off-the-pit barbecue along with all of your game time favorites. 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports where the food matters in historic downtown Florence.
When you support Little Steve's Convenience Store, you're supporting a small American family-owned business. They, in turn, support our high schools, our community, and the University of North Alabama. When you buy snacks, drinks, and other items from Little Steve's, you're saying we believe in America. Little Steve's, 1320 North Pine Street, Florence. Little Steve's, where UNA shops.
Welcome back to the Chris Willis Show. It's time now for our Players of the Week. And on offense, you don't have to look far. Terrence Humphrey ran the ball probably as well as he has in his time at UNA. 11 carries for 48 yards, and it's great to see Terrence really coming on the way he's been able to this year and kind of having fought through injuries the last 2 years.
It is. Terrence has had a rough road, and I told him that yesterday. I was proud to see him, stick it out, and here he is getting player of the game. And that's not just based off just his yardage in running the football. He pass protected well, which was a day that we didn't pass protect a whole lot. He was one of the bright spots in doing that, and so just good to see him step up and do those things.
Devin McAllister, your blocking player of the game. DeAndre Hart had the big hit in the game. A guy that really played a tremendous role, your specialty player of the game, Joe Gurley. 9 punts. He averaged over 40 yards on 9 punts with a long of 55, and a lot of times we were backed up, and he was able to get us out of our territory.
Yeah, Joe's a great player to have on a team. He can help the defense out a lot. We were able to kind of push them back a couple times and flip the field there in the second half, unlike we couldn't do in the first half. But having Joe is a deadly weapon. Your
defensive or your play of the game, Will Evans causing a fumble, Maurice Burton recovering it. Really a great time for UNA there on that one.
Yeah, Will Evans is getting better each year. I mean, keep in mind he's just a sophomore, and to come out and play the game he played, he was all over the field, did a lot of good things for us, and he plays a lot of special teams. So Will plays a lot of reps throughout the night, and he's rotating in with that good group of linebackers we have. So great job by him.
And your scout team players of the week, John Martin Wagner, Colby Knobloch. Your defensive player of the game and your overall Brink Apartments player of the game, Will Evans on defense, 7 tackles again, in on that big fumble, had a great game.
Yeah, just, once again, Will's just that guy who keeps getting better. I'm glad he's going to be around for a couple more years. I mean, he's just a sophomore. He's still young. He's still learning. And we got a great group of linebackers, and that just goes to show you between him, Christian Taylor, and Amafo, you've got 3 really good, solid linebackers.
Will Evans, your Brink Apartment player of the game. Here come your second half highlights from First Metro Bank.
Stick under center on the first play of the second half. Hands off to Anderson. Runs behind his center. Volson carries the pile. 2 wide receivers left. North Alabama. 4 down linemen. Stick to throw for the first down. Throws left. The pass is broken up. Almost intercepted by KJ Smith. Again, Smith is there. A third down stop for North Alabama. Boykin isolated left, two wide receivers right. Low snap to Lopez, hands off to Cox, stretches it out wide left across the 15 at the numbers, lowers the shoulders. He runs over a defender. Stick points back with his left hand, comes under center, turns, hands off to Anderson right up the middle. Jukes right, he's at the 40. He's got green turf in front of him, crosses midfield at the 45, shoved out of bounds. Ball on the left hash, Stick. Play action fake. He runs right. Jukes left. Spins. He'll carry UNA defenders into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They fire off the cannon inside the Fargo Dome. He's kicked 2 extra points and a field goal. The third extra point on the way. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Your score with 6:27 to play in the third quarter. North Dakota State leads North Alabama 24-0. Weaver out of the gun, 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line on the left hash. Weaver to throw on first down under pressure. Rolls right. He'll keep it across the 35. He's at the midfield. He's at the Bison logo into North Alabama territory. Weaver carries it down to the 47-yard line. Left, that's Dunn. Looks to throw left to Dunn out of the backfield. That's Anderson rather. Great open field tackle by Christian Taylor. Cox the single set back. Opens up right, play action fake, trickery, hands off to Little. Out wide at the 20, cuts it out at the 15, pumps the brakes at the numbers, breaks loose at the 30, brought down from behind. Little works hard for the 7 or 8 yard run on first down to bring up second down. Ball on the 31-yard line. Left hash man goes in motion. Weaver will keep it, runs up the middle. The left hash cuts it back middle of the field. Shoestring tackle by Grimsley brings him down as he crosses the 35. Weaver claps his hands, takes the shotgun snap on 2nd and 10, throws off his back foot left. It's intercepted. The defender has it at the 30, near sideline, 20, 15, 10. He'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Bison, a pick 6. Peterson with the right-footed kick.
The kick is good.
That kick is good, and North Dakota State leads North Alabama 31-0. Damon Cox stands to the left. 4 down linemen for North Dakota State. They bring pressure from the outside. Weaver under pressure, rolls right, escapes at the UNA sideline, throws on the run, a bullet at the sticks. Caught by Peavy, his first catch of the season. It's from the gun on 1st and 10. Ball on the 43. He hands off to the running back, runs up the middle. Frank Williams was there with a stands at midfield as he awaits the shotgun snap, a high snap, under pressure, steps up, he'll tuck it and run at the 40. He has the first down around the 30. Look at him go, he's at the 20. Cuts it up at the 10. He'll sprint into the end zone. A 45-yard touchdown run. The kick is up, and it is good. His first career extra point is up and in. And the Bison lead North Alabama 38-0. Weaver, 2 backs stacked to his left on 2nd down. Play action fake, throws left. Rico Morris comes back to his right towards the near sideline to make the grab. Weaver on 1st and 10. Hands off to Humphrey, delayed handoff, cuts it left. He's at the 40, breaks a tackle, near sideline, drags defenders out of bounds at Boykin right. Weaver has Damon Cox to his right. North Dakota State brings pressure, play action fake. Weaver escapes it, throws it up for the end zone, jump ball. Boykin goes up high, makes the grab, touchdown. Weaver to Boykin, he soars high. The Lions get on the board. The snap from Underwood, the hold from Gurley, the kick from Carrera. It's all good. North Alabama gets on the board. Dexter Boykin with a 23-yard touchdown pass from Chris Weaver. The Bison will let the clock roll down to 0. The horn sounds, and they immediately head out to the field to shake hands. And immediately, Brian East, look at the defenders swallowing Christian Lopez, wanting to shake his hand for the way he competed. Your final score, North Dakota State 38, North Alabama 7.
Hey friends, I'm Gene Solings. Are you looking for a place to watch the next big game? 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports is your spot. 306 has 30 HD TVs where the big game is always on. And Back Alley is a sports bar where the food matters. 306 Barbecue features fresh, off-the-pit barbecue along with all of your game time favorites. 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports where the food matters in historic downtown Florence.
TNT Fireworks is a proud sponsor of UNA Lions football and the Coach Chris Willis Show, and wishes them luck in their Division I transition. TNT Fireworks has fundraising opportunities available for your nonprofit organization or group, earning high profits in a short period of time selling TNT quality products. Call us today or visit us on the web at tntfireworks.com. And remember, if it's not TNT, It's not fireworks. Roar Lions.
Alabama's got the best in luxury hotels and golf, and the numbers to prove it. Number 1 out of all 333 Marriotts for golf, the Marriott Shoals Hotel and the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail at the Shoals. Number 2 out of all Marriotts for spa, Marriott Shoals Hotel and Spa. Luxurious rooms with a view of the Tennessee River, plus 2 world-class golf courses ranked in the top 10 nationally. Call 1-800-949-4444 today to book your reservations at the Shoals.
Time, a precious commodity. It marches on, ready or not. And no matter how hard we try, we can't get it back. It's important to invest your time in your most precious asset, to make time for life's big decisions. At TVA Community Credit Union, our electronic services help you spend most of your time doing things that matter most. TVA Community Credit Union, high quality for what matters most.
Welcome back to our final segment on this week's Chris Willis Show. Coach Willis, the Lions are finally going to be home this week, week 4 of the season. It's been 1958 since we played 3 road games to start the season. I know your guys are just going to be glad to not be on the road and have a chance to play at Brawley Stadium in front of a friendly crowd this weekend.
Yeah, I hope everybody turns out to see the team play. I know it's been hard to get to southern Utah, and it was hard to get over to up to North Dakota. I know we had a good turnout in Huntsville for the A&M game, but these guys are working hard, they're playing hard, and I know they would love to see a crowd here at Brawley on Saturday. And we're just ready to, to sleep in our own beds on a Friday night and not have to worry about getting on planes and moving about. I'm excited about it. We're going to get to go over and practice Thursday at the stadium and get a feel. It's kind of been a while. We don't know the routine of a home game, so we've got to get adjusted to that, but I'm looking forward to it.
Just talk quickly about your team facing 3 straight road games against 3 of the teams that are ranked among the top people in the FCS in attendance. You've had 3 really hostile crowds, and you really handled them all very well. I
thought that part was, that's a credit to the coaches getting the players prepared, and our mindset as a team, we're a little bit more mature than we were last year. I expect a big crowd here Saturday. I hope we fill in our side. I know Azusa probably won't bring a lot of people. They're coming from a long way off, but our players like it being loud. They want fans standing up and screaming and cheering, and they like the music. So I hope we have that type of atmosphere Saturday. I don't want people sitting down.
Azusa Pacific coming from California to Florence, about 1,900 miles to get here this weekend. And it's a team that comes in 3-0. They're probably going to be ranked in the Division II polls. So it's kind of like last year. You faced 6 ranked teams out of 10 weeks. You just face 1 ranked team after another this year.
Yeah, we're not going to take anybody lightly. I know everybody wants to say, well, they're D2, we're D1, but keep in mind, we're just a year removed. D2s knock off D1s all the time. And so they're 3-0. They're a good football team, well coached, and we're going to be on high alert. I mean, we're not taking anybody, ask Southern Utah that. That's kind of the same feel it's got. We're probably the Southern Utah, and they're the UNA, and they're playing with house money when they arrive here. This game doesn't have any implications on whether they make the playoffs or not, so we got to be careful. These games like this can be scary.
And they run a very high up-tempo offense. They have a very mobile quarterback, so he's going to be somebody you have to keep an eye on.
He is. I watched him yesterday on film. We watched him this morning. He's got a really good arm. They do a good job. This is a pretty good Division II team. They're going to make the playoffs in Division II, and so they'll make some noise. We got to be ready to go.
Thanks for being with us on the Chris Willis Show. Hope to see you at Brawley Stadium this Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Join us again next time for the Chris Willis University of North Alabama Football Review.